This video is brought to you by you, the viewers. You asked for this one. You asked for this video. It may have taken me like 6 months to get the right equipment to do it, but by popular demand, a video testing two Sony microphones. The Sony ECM-B1M, the big boy, and then the Sony ECM-B10, the little guy. I am simultaneously recording this video on two cameras, the Sony a7 IV and the Sony a7C. And I have the Sony ECM-B10 on the a7C, and I have the Sony EMC or ECM-B1M on the a7 IV. This a7 IV plus B1M combo is my main shooting rig. This is what I use all the time. My a7C setup is my traveling setup. These are not the same lenses. I'm using a 35mm 1.8, Sony 35mm 1.8 on the a7 IV. I am using a Tamron 17-28 at the 28mm viewpoint for the a7C. So we're at a 2.8 here, we're at a 1.8 here. It's gonna look a little different. Sorry, this is what I have. This is what I'm using. Another comment that you delightful viewers have left on several of my microphone videos and my reviews is, you are talking too much. When someone is listening to a microphone review video, I assume that you actually want to hear someone talking so you can actually evaluate how it sounds. Now, maybe I'm not saying the right words, but effectively all information is good information on a microphone review, which means talking is good. Long talks are good because now you get an idea of audio quality. I will also mention this is being filmed at the end of June. It is hot as heck outside in Mantua, New Jersey, and my air conditioner is running and I can totally hear it. So you may hear some of that noise, but I will say that both of these microphones have exactly the same menus on the back, and both of them are currently set for noise canceling right now. So they should be blocking out a lot of the air conditioning and air intake. The intake is literally right there. They should be blocking the intake sound, but we'll find out. But this should be perfectly equal because they are literally right next to each other. So that's why you're going to see my head bopping back and forth. Because people have mentioned that they're tired of listening to whatever it is that I'm saying during these microphone reviews, I went on Google and I found a bunch of phrases that you can say to test microphones. So I'm going to just say these 10 phrases, and I'm gonna look at my camera. I'm gonna say these 10 phrases. I'm gonna play them both on both cameras and both microphones, and we can determine if there's a difference. And then when I'm like done going through the audio and the video, I'll do like a summary. That'll be at the end. Yeah. Let's not belabor this. Here we go. Phrase number 1. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. Phrase number 1. The small pup gnawed a hole in the sock. Number 2. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Number 2. The fish twisted and turned on the bent hook. Number 3. Press the pants and sew a button on the vest. Number 3, press the pants and sew a button on the vest. Number 4, the swan dive was far short of perfect. Number 4, the swan dive was far short of perfect. Number 5, the beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Number 5, the beauty of the view stunned the young boy. Number 6, 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Number 6, 2 blue fish swam in the tank. Number 7, her purse was full of useless trash. Number 7, her purse was full of useless trash. Number 8, the colt reared and threw the tall rider. Number 8, the colt reared and threw the tall rider. Number 9, it snowed, it rained, and hailed the same morning. Number 9, it snowed, it rained, and hailed the same morning. Number 10, read verse out loud for pleasure. Number 10, Read verse out loud for pleasure. So those are 10 microphone test phrases that apparently every microphone person should know. I didn't know any of these, but these are 2 independent Sony microphones. Right now I am probably going to just use the A7 IV footage. But yeah, we're going to test them. I'm going to go put these in the editing bay right now, and I'm going to tell you if I can determine any sound difference. I'm going to make an assumption that the Sony B1M, which is the taller, longer one, should sound better because there's more microphone capsules in it. But who knows? Especially at the range in which I'm recording this. I'm longer than arm's distance. I'm longer than arm's distance. I pushed it back a little bit so I can get more of the frame, but we'll see. But they are literally right next to each other. So there is no difference in distance, height, anything of the sort. There's no dead cat on either one of them. They're both completely clean. So let's see how they sound in the editing, and I'll be back. Okay, I've done my edit. You can see it on the computer behind me. And now I'm doing the wrap up. I'm finishing up. I have to say, through the editing, I didn't really hear much of a difference between the B1M and the B10. There may be ever so slightly more like frizzling at the end of the B10, the smaller, newer model. But like, you really have to listen, and I'm not even 100% sure if that is the case. So I purposely, for the first 2 or 3 examples, I re-recorded those, but I left the originals that had the air vent going so you can hear some impurities in the sound quality. And I have to tell you, honestly, they sounded almost exactly the same. So I'm rather pleased that the B10 performed as well as it did, because the B10 is like $100 cheaper and it's smaller. So overall, very, very good outcomes for a $100 cheaper microphone. I plan on taking the smaller microphone with me on vacation next week, which will be like months before you see this. But I'm going to see how that does in action. It'll be the first time that I take that microphone out with my travel kit outside. But overall, very, very good performance, very solid sound. I'm very pleased with the purchase, and I'm glad that it's in my travel kit. And speaking of sound, that's my dog lumbering down the stairs. Hi, puppy. So thank you for watching this video. I hope that it was useful. I hope that I did not talk too much, and I hope that the words that I did use were more appealing to you versus the things that I normally say when I'm doing a microphone review. Thanks for watching. I'll be back with another video in 2 weeks.